Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Lowers those pads. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Using his legs, it's McNabb. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Offense gets set for second down. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. On target. Still running at the 35. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Larson. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on 3rd down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out, maybe go zone?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Touré. Open space at the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They believe they can run right here. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of throws.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athleticism.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Knights. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Boom. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They opened a lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. LSU quick to the line.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the 2nd level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction that he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they... to add up down the road. Obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Thompson wants to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after he got popped out.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives. And he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! The 40, the 30, past the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it their Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Minnesota. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Levis. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. LSU right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Thompson to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big jump, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. LSU trying to convert a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can get. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Thompson wants to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Grab behind the line, it's Larson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Reads it, fires complete. Bulldozes his way through. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The pitch to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on fourth down and short. They'll move the tight end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. LSU quick to the line. Thompson to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Slings it downfield. Complete in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Levis. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the back. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Thompson wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Thompson to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
Give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is good.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the pass. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Thompson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got a man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
To the air on 2nd down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Got it in the middle. It's Touré. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
LSU 38, UCF 21.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understanding late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knights. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Thompson to throw. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UCF offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on second down. He's got him. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
Base 27, John.
Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Looks as if he's going to run it. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his back in the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Jukes his way for more.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This guy can throw it. Caught. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. There he goes. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's McNabb. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Blasted as he lets it go.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly now.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.